Okay, it says I'm live. This is Meri at the.meri.atelier, and I am doing an unlisted video, and I think I'm upside down. I think I need to turn my camera around. And I don't know if I can do that while I'm live, but I might as well. Let me turn my camera around the other way. I am testing here off of my webcam camera to see if I can't go live using my camera. And oops, seeing a little bit of me there. But that is not secure. Let's move this stand over a little if I can. And I don't know how I had it from before. I'm fooling with my camera so that you can get a good view of it. There. Whew. Now, autoplay might be on. I'm really testing for the buffering. So let's see what's going on here in my stream over here. Now I got an ad going there. I don't care about who's in chat because it should just be me. And if I start seeing buffering here, I'm going to question that. I'm going to go out here and see if I can't set my camera settings wherever they are. Are those them? Oops, go back. Those times there's somebody in here on an unlisted video. Go away. I'm just testing. But I do see some buffering issues here. I'm buffering there. But yeah. Let's see if I can. I need my camera settings. I'm going for my camera settings here to see if I can turn off autoplay. What's that red dot? That's on my tablet. Okay. And let's go to advanced on my autoplay, and autofocus should be off. Now let's get my browser back. I might try. I had a lot of trouble that cut off the last segment. Now see, I'm buffering again. I'm wondering if you guys are gonna buffer if I try it tomorrow. Let's just set it down. Well, yeah, let's just set it down and see how it. I'm gonna turn this lamp off because I can't see with that light glaring if it's buffering in here. This morning that it cut off was I was just putting it away, I guess. But this was the book. Oh, it says my connection is unstable. I'm still having connection issues here. It says my connection is unstable. It's trying to reconnect. It looks like it did. I think that might be on YouTube's side because I've got really fast, high-speed internet now. And I don't know. It could be the laptop I'm using. I don't know. But anyway, I was using this book as my Happy Mail book. And can I zoom out a little here? Let's go back to my camera settings. And let's zoom out one. There. Okay. All right. So, and I disassembled this entire book. I took all the pages out. And I had some pages here that I had Happy Mail on. And you can see that's almost a journal in itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building some journal pages in here. I think I could create little double pages like this by putting tape in there, or some sort of a paper in here, and making it a journal that way, and then binding the journal itself. We'll see. But these are my Happy Mail pages today that I've actually made Happy Mail journal pages out of, and they came out of this book. So you did not see me do that this morning. I was working on it really hard, and I didn't look at chat, and all of a sudden I looked up and my phone had turned off because it was running out of battery juice. It was not getting charged. So there you go. The other thing I worked on this morning, and this is not going to be a long video. I don't see any. I see the buffering when I pick up my tablet, but I don't see a lot of buffering right now. I might try to stream off of my camera tomorrow morning. It's already set up. I worked on these this morning. This is Crayola. And I did a melted crayon, and I'm going to make a zine out of it. And after it dried, after the crayon dried, it didn't take long for it to dry, I went and made these fine line paint applicator flowers. I really like this. And then after my paint dried enough, I went over it with a varnish. Now, what I want to test, and I can do that right now, I want to test with my heat gun. Let's get my heat gun out here. And I want to see if I can melt this wax or if the varnish is going to protect it. And I'm just going to heat this up. So maybe I need to varnish the back, but I do not see it melting on the front. Well, now maybe varnish. So I'm going to stick with my original thought that if you don't put heat on the preceding, or you have to be very careful or you will melt your pages together. Now this is going to be a zine. And I think that varnish may have protected it a little because, well, I don't know if that's enough for it to stick or not. Or even if you do use a heat gun, if you do a melted wax in an art journal and you use your heat gun on a preceding or subsequent page, just be sure that that wax is dry before you close it up. If the wax dries again, you're fine. It's just a warning to be careful. So we're going to make a zine out of this. I did some more experimenting with my wax pages. Now, this was not varnished. This was just play. The flowers are wax, and then I went over the whole thing with a watercolor. And I believe this watercolor was a student grade. And I used Winsor Newton Cotterman watercolor on the back. So we're going to make zines out of these. I think I'll do that right now. I'm kind of watching to see if I'm buffering. I don't see any buffering going on, but we'll see what happens. My video is still processing from this morning. Okay, I'm going to turn this light back up again, maybe way up there, so it's not shining too much down on my page. Maybe if I turn it that way a little. So to make a zine, you do the hot dog fold, vertical. And then you do the hamburger fold horizontal. Now this is going to be a very thick zine. And I don't know what I did with my I never know what I do with stuff here. We'll just use my pen to fold here to crease. And the question here was, is the wax going to crack? And I do not think it will, because I varnished it and I melted it. And I didn't, as I melted, I kind of rubbed the crayon into the paper, and you can kind of see that from the back. And so I'm not too worried about it cracking. The white may crack a little. The white may crack a little. But see, I don't see that cracking that much. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut from the horizontal side the two inner ones. And let's do that right now. You guys, if you watch Tanya McGuire, she is the inspiration for all my zines this year. She's doing a zine a week. And I did work on her page, her little book this morning too. Okay, so we fold it this way and this way and this way and this way. Now I've got some sticking out here. Let's see if I can do a different fold. That's much better. Sometimes you have to follow the folds to how well they stick. But I do not see a lot of cracking here. I do not see a lot of cracking of the wax or the paint. Maybe right here in the very crease of it, but that's to be expected. And even not that much. Now on the back, I have a little space in there, but it's really not too bad. It is not too bad. So I'm just going to call this my Crayola zine. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to put anything on it. I could put something. I'll have to think if I want to put more stuff on here or not. I'm kind of wiggling my camera. My desk is right up against the camera pole. I might have to move that a little. So there's the first page, and you flip it. The second page, the third page, fourth page, and the back cover. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out, and I wish you could feel the texture. I wish you could feel the texture of that. Let's zoom in just a little bit more now. I have to play with my zoom. I like the zoom on the webcam a lot better than I do on the phone. And I think that's probably what happened to me this morning. I went to zoom in and out, and I think I unplugged my charger when I did that. There, that should be enough. Enough for you to see. I'm lagging a little bit. It buffers. But I don't see any buffering yet as far as. So let's go to one of those other pages. Let's go to this one and make a zine. It's because it's watercolor on cardstock. It's going to warp a little. But that's the nature of the beast with watercolor on paper that is not watercolor paper. It's going to warp, and even your watercolor paper will warp a little unless you tape it down. So this is the hot dog fold, and this is the hamburger fold. Hot dog is vertical, the hamburger is folding it the horizontal. This is vertical fold. They call that like a hot dog bun. And this is a hamburger bun. According to Tanya, that's where I learned that. And I'm going to crease it. Now, this is not as thick, and I'm not as worried about things chipping. I'm just not worried about it chipping, but this is not varnished either. And what you see in here is where I put my white crayon. which is probably, well, I don't even, it does not feel waxy at this point, but it has to be somewhat waxy or it would not resist the watercolor. And I might play with this again tomorrow because I did find my wax that I got to seal envelopes with. So I might play with that tomorrow. We will see. So I'm just folding this into another zine type. Let's see, these really go this way. It folds this way for me. And this folds this way. And this folds up this way. And I try to get these straight, but I have to tell you, my folds for what I sent in for the zine swap were not good because I did not have a good space to work in. I was working at the counter of the UPS office. She gracefully let me stand there and fold my zines before I put them in the mail. There we go, like that. And then you cut in here from this point to that point. So I'm going to do that next. And actually, I can see the cut line so much better on the back than I can the front. Like that. And then this folds up like that, and it's pretty. It looks like an ocean in the sky in there. Or it could be a day at the lake. Ooh. Oh, I love this. This is nice. We'll have to finish the zine. Now, I always have just a little bit of a, you can cut that off if you want. I don't do that, but consider too, this is a thicker paper. And sometimes I edge this with black and I'll just edge that in there. But we're going to leave it for now. So we got 2 zines from this morning. I do not see this cracking in here at all. I'm really happy. And the wax kind of faded into, when I varnished it, some of that color of that wax faded into my white paint. I'm really happy with that. It looks like it was the red more than anything. That red pigment in that wax. And the wax was just a crayon that I got at the thrift store. So let's do the last one, which is this one. Orange and red flowers. Orange and red flowers. Arlene said she liked this one. I wasn't impressed, but I like the back of it. I love the texture on the back. I love the back. The back appeals to me. I could make a zine out of that. But we won't. We'll just fold it. Hamburger fold first. Hamburger fold. I'm not going to be on here a long time this afternoon. I might come on and do some impromptu unlisted videos next week. There's a lot I need to get done. I'm still working on getting stuff done. It kind of gets, when you melt it and you do the crayon thing, you work that into the paper. And you can kind of see that from the back. I like the back. I almost like the back better than the front. Okay, that was the hot dog fold. Did I say hamburger? I don't remember. This is the hot dog fold vertical. Ooh, I like it like that. And then this is the Hamburger Fold horizontal. Only I guess maybe it should really be folded this way. I don't like to fold it with the color side out, but let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. And I had somebody in the scrapbook world tell me, or was it card making, to always, when you fold, to always start at the center when you fold things and work out to the edges. So that's what I do. Now this will go up this way. This is a little bit harder to fold in here. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's a little bit thicker wax. I don't feel it cracking, but I feel that the fold is harder to get. You see, start at the center and work your way to the edge. That's just what I was told. Not with making zines, with making cards. And over here, start at the center and work to the edge. And again, this is thicker paper. This is cardstock paper. I think it's 65 pound. There we go. And then we'll cut this. But like I said, it's easier for me to see it on the back. And I really do like the back a lot better than the front. I love the subtle. I love how subtle it is in there. That's the wax peeking through. So let's go ahead and cut this along this crease line. Maybe I'll think of something to put on these pages tomorrow. And then just fold it shut. And see, this is always going to, it seems like the back sheet always has that. And maybe when I color these, I'll remember from now on that when I make zines, when I color them, to go and give the back edge a nice coordinating color. And then I won't have to worry about it when I fold it up. That's a note to Mary. So there is my 3 zines from this morning. I'm really happy with how they turned out. Melted crayon zines. I'm calling this At the Lake. Yeah, At the Lake. And this is just melted. I'll call this Garden Flowers. Ooh, I'm loving that page. Garden Flowers. And this, I don't know what to call this. Experiment number 2, I think. So the other thing that I was going to do besides show you my Happy Mail, and I've already showed you the Happy Mail, so we're not going to revisit that. I have this, I've been sorting out papers and Happy Mails, and this I think was from one of my Dirty Dozens. I don't know, but it's perfect for this. This was when I was doing a page in the Childcrafts encyclopedia. I drew that fairy. And Tanya and Lisa, in fact, right now, they are doing a fairy tag. And I am just going to, did I have a piece of wax paper? I did. I'm just going to glue this down and make a tag. And maybe we'll finish that tomorrow too. We'll get a good fairy saying or something for it. Maybe I'll find a butterfly or something like that. It's got to be more than just her. Now, what side do I want to put it on? I don't think it matters too much. I got this. Maybe I'll put it here. I don't think it matters too much. This could be a moon or something up here. Let's put it there. Let's put it here. I got this, I don't know, it was part of an image, I think. Oh, that's not sticking onto that. Maybe I don't have it pressed down enough. And let's, I always got stuff on stuff, piled on stuff, piled on stuff. I'm going for my cutter here. Ooh, that would be nice. Somebody sent me that in Happy Mail. Tissue paper. We should have put that down first. I wonder if I can take, I think I can. I think I can pick her up. She's not down all that good. Let's cut the tag. What shall we cut it at here? 6 inches. 6 inches, 6 1/4 inches is about the size of tags, a regular size tag. 6 1/4, we're going to make it. That's a pretty good size. 6 1/4. And I'm going to snip this to snip here. Snip on the corner here, like that. And then I'll just turn it this way to snip this other corner. So they'll be the same. Get it. There we go. Now all I'll need to do is punch a hole. But what I'm going to do, I think, if I can find what I did with my collage medium. Oh, it's way up over there. Let's put some of this down on there. So let's just tear it here if I can. Get my ruler. Well, can I tear? Is it going to tear? No, it's not going to tear for me. Well, then I'll cut it because I'm cutting it big. It's not going to tear. Let's cut it. I'll cut it larger sized here. How much do I need? That should be good. Put it right on that. I am testing I've been going for about a half an hour and I have not seen any buffering. It is in the afternoon, about 2:15 in the afternoon. We're going to collage this down on here, this tissue paper. I like the background, but I think my fairy will look good on this. Let me reach over the pot. And a glue brush. And Susan's gonna say, why didn't you use my one? And I'll say, because it's not in the water, and I'm going to use the one that's already in the water here. And let's open the glue pot. Looks like I'm going to need to get more glue out there pretty soon in there. I'm still not buffering. It takes a while for it has to go to several steps to even go live. That took me about 15 minutes to go live just this afternoon. And I do think that's on YouTube's side. Okay, let's collage my fairy down on this. And maybe right about in there. Let's put some. So even though I'm not doing the fairy journal, You might see me do stuff like this every now and then. This is just a leftover from, I did a fairy page in my Childcraft Ultra Journal. Let's glue that down good. Okay, that should be enough. Should be and is another story. And I keep jiggling my camera. I'm sorry, my camera pole is set right up against the desk. I'm going to have to move it back before tomorrow morning. I no longer need my glue stick. Let's put that away. Get that off my desk before I knock it off on over the crevice. Put my paintbrush back in the water. Look, I got another little tag here I can do something with tomorrow morning. And this glue dries pretty fast. And you should hear on my camera, this webcam will decrease the sound of the heat gun. My phone microphone won't do that. I like that. Just about done here. Oops. Peel it off here. It is stuck onto my wax paper, but I expected it to be. Let's get her off. Come on. I collaged it down. Yes, that's not exceedingly waxy papers, although that's the Reynolds brand, but that's okay. All right, let's just fold this in half and get rid of the rips and tears there and turn it like this. And let's dry this side a little. It still has moisture in it when you see it curling up like that. That's pretty good. Okay. Now I could do two things. I could bring this over, and of course it glued down over here. Can I get that up, or am I stuck with it? No, I'm not stuck with it. There we go. Come on. I need my palette knife. I'll put it over like this. Do I want to do that? Or do I just want to cut it off? I think I'll just cut it off. I like that a lot better for the base, and it kind of got rid of that half moon up there. So let's trim it. Yeah. I might leave my webcam set up and try tomorrow morning, which is Friday morning, and do an early morning live and see how buffering goes tomorrow morning. Now, there's bound to be some buffering. It's the internet. It's the internet. But we just had a really ultra fast line put in. Okay. So I'm pretty happy with my fairy there. she needs some more flowers. I'll have to hunt some more flowers. I think I'll work on her tomorrow. I'll do some more to her. You're seeing a lot of jiggling of my camera because I'm knocking the camera pole over there. I'll have to fix that before tomorrow morning too. So this was just a test. I folded my zines here. I'm sorry for the jiggling. I'm sorry for the jiggling of the camera. It's gonna happen. I'm bumping the camera pole. I folded the zines. I started on this fairy tag, and I showed you the art journal pages, the Happy Mail pages here. Well, wherever I put them, my Happy Mail book. So there we go. Thank you for watching. I've been going about 39 minutes, and I have not seen a lot of buffering unless I move my tablet. So I think I will try to stream tomorrow morning and see if I can't see what the buffering is like tomorrow morning. So thank you for watching, and as I always say, I will see you on the next page. Bye.